man, just chillin'. Spent years spinning my wheels and searching for a villain. For real, all I needed was a rhythm, a beat, a cell phone, a notebook, a feeling, a reason to relax, rushing through the past, anxious to the max.
Hey yo, and welcome to episode 10 of Limitless. Today we have a real special episode for you. We are cutting up this baby doll and turning it into a samurai pen holder. The reason for doing all this is because of the difficulty in modeling organic textures, like clothing. Little did I know that this episode would send me down a Blender rabbit hole, and in the next few episodes, I will be attempting to master 3D sculpting. This is still a useful method for getting the basic shape down. There is nothing quite like using your hands for some of this stuff. I cut the doll apart and then hot glued it into this presenter's pose. I gave it a quick scan before cutting up some fabric to make a cloak. I ended up not needing the before scan, but I thought it may be useful for filling holes in the scan data. I then scanned the completed doll with this Creality scanner. I cleaned up the data in CR Studio before aligning the scans and merging them into a completed mesh. I then started cleaning up the mesh in DesignX. In the future, I will be doing most of this work in Blender. It has better sculpting tools, but the scanning software has better hole filling. Since I glued the doll down to a board, I was unable to flip it over and scan the bottom. I created a watertight mesh in CR Studio to fill all the holes, but some of the bigger gaps were sloppy. I cut away areas where the scanner was unable to reach and filled it back in using bridges to control the fill. I made sure the bottom was completely flat to ensure a good first layer on the 3D printer. I spent a fair bit of time filling holes and using the smoothing brush to get this cleaned up. I did a lot of smoothing, which reduced the detail in the end. Since recording this episode, I have spent some time sculpting the facial detail in Blender. I would also like to add some additional pen holders in the back for Rev 2. Once I was happy with the mesh, I exported an STL file to the 3D printer. Since I am still running this old Ender 5 Plus, this was about a 40-hour print at the max resolution. I'm using a silk two-tone PLA here, black and purple, off Amazon. In the end, I think it turned out great. With some additional sculpting, it will really come to life as a wary traveler who has come a long way to deliver your pencil. It was a lot of work, and someday I'm sure AI could do it better, but that just wouldn't be the same. Stay tuned for the next episode.